Guten Morgen, Achse der Realschule Duisburg Hamborn 2. Mein Name ist Nate und ich beantworte Ihre Fragen über Schule in Amerika. Okay, so the first question that was submitted is what do you eat in American schools? Okay, so usually the cafeteria, depending on the school size, it can vary. Some schools have a lot of options while others do not. I went to a school with 3,000 students, so we had 6 or 7 different mini restaurants inside the cafeteria. One was for salads. You could get salads, fried food like hamburgers and French fries. A section for like homemade cooking, like um, meatloaf and other stuff like that. A lot of people bring their own lunches because it's not very high quality food and it's not very healthy. Um, so a lot of people don't eat it, but some people do. So it just depends. The larger your school is, the more clubs naturally are going to be offered. So, like at my school, there were over like 30 clubs, probably 30 between 30 and 50. Um, and they ranged anywhere from like religious clubs, like FCA, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, to like a mathlete club. They had they now at one of the schools nearby they have a ping pong club. And there's also German club, French club, normal stuff that goes along with certain subjects. Another question was, can everybody join the clubs? No, it depends. I mean, some clubs require a certain grade point average, um, and some have rules of they restrict their club members to if you're enrolled in particular classes. Like German club, you probably need to be in a German class. Okay, so then the next question that you guys asked was about school sports. It says, tell us about, or please tell us about school sports. So, sports in American high school are very important. Most students throughout their high school career will end up playing some kind of sport before they graduate. Some of the most popular ones are football, baseball, swimming, track, cross country, volleyball, and then they have like club sports, which we didn't which I didn't talk about in the other question. But they have like lacrosse. Some schools have lacrosse clubs and stuff like that. The next question is about cheerleading. Yeah. Question: is it true that most cheerleaders are girls? Yes. Even pretty much it's the same across America. Not that it's not allowed, but there's just not a whole lot of male cheerleaders, at least from what I know. I mean, I know that there are some schools with a lot of, like in California, I think they have some schools with quite a few male cheerleaders, but at my school, I think there was one male cheerleader on the varsity team. There's varsity and then there's JV, junior varsity, and maybe a few males in the junior varsity, but for the most part, yeah, it's mostly girls. Okay, the last question is, do you like the school uniform? Surprisingly, we didn't have one, but even though we didn't have uniforms at school, there were restrictions on how we could dress and what our appearance was. Guys had to shave. You guys can't have long hair. It has to be short. You can't wear anything offensive on your clothes, or um, yeah, like violent or any kind of gang signs or anything. They Yeah, they even restricted some of the girls coloring their hair. Like you couldn't have a natural hair color, like bright blue or something. Then they would tell you that that was against the school policy, and you would have to change it. You couldn't have holes in your jeans. The girls' skirts couldn't be a certain can't be a certain. They have to be a certain length, and they would get sent to the office if they weren't following those policies. But yeah, so. Surprisingly, we don't have uniforms. But I hope this was interesting and you didn't get too bored while learning about American high school. And I guess that's it. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.